Hey guys, welcome back to Bohs Fan TV. Today we're talking about our four new signings that we made on deadline day yesterday. Pretty busy day, obviously. Suppose a lot of us were expecting it to be, given how much we needed to strengthen that defence, and we bring in four new defenders on deadline day yesterday, which is very good. Something that we needed for a long time. Look, obviously it's not ideal that was left so late, but look, we got them in the end, and we'll be talking about those four players today. Just thought I'd hop on and do a quick video before tonight's game, obviously, and talk about them. So first one that we signed was Jevon Mills, a centre half on loan from Hull. He signs on loan until the end of June. This is what Declan Devine had to say anyway about it. The centre defence was one area where we needed to strengthen. So I'm really pleased that we have good options there now, and we hope to bring position confirm other defenders, which we did. Jevon is a strong young centre half, and we are delighted to get him in at 6'2". He's a very commanding presence. He's a player that we've been monitoring for some time, and although he's 20 years of age, he already has great first team experience from his time on loan with Falkirk, Gateshead, and Solihull Moors. So he is coming in with a strong pedigree and determination to progress. Yeah, look, obviously hard to tell about these players that come in on loan from the UK. A lot of them are young and quite inexperienced, but look, he's already played a few first team games in the UK with those teams that I mentioned he was on loan at. I think he's already made one or two appearances for Hull in the past as well. So obviously he's a player that they have high hopes for, and feel like Bohs is the best place for him to play some first team football and continue his development. So yeah, that seems like a decent signing. Former under 19 international, still a young player. So yeah, that 20. So yeah, that's another interesting addition. A welcome one, of course, because we needed defenders. So he was one of four anyway. The other one we signed yesterday was American defender on loan for the season from Colorado Rapids, Abubakar Keita. Yeah, interesting one. They're 23 years old, former United States underage international. Um, you know, um, I was doing a bit of research on him. I think he did quite well in the MLS with Columbus Crew, and then got a move to Colorado Rapids, where he did his ACL in the first few months of being there, and never really kicked the ball. So I think Colorado Rapids paid good money for him as well. Something in the region of 500,000, which is pretty good money. He's obviously rated quite highly. This is what the Vine had to say about it. Abubakar is really exciting signing for us. The club has been trying to get a top left-sided centre back for a number of years now, and Abubakar really fits the bill. He's a player we believe has potential to go very far in this game. He has pace, power, experience, and bags of ability. I'm over the moon that we've finally got him in. He comes to Bows having played at a very high level in the MLS previously with Columbus Crew. He's extremely highly rated at Colorado Rapids, and they have invested seriously in his development, which would be a huge benefit to us this season. He has he has been one of our top targets, and there has been a lot of work going on in the background over the past number of weeks to ensure that we got this deal over the line. So I had to commend the work of the staff at the club for all their efforts in bringing a Bilbao card to the club. So yeah, that's another very interesting addition. Look, like I said about Jeff Mills, we don't really know a lot about these players that come in on loan from abroad. Obviously, he's quite highly rated. Obviously, otherwise, Colorado Rapids wouldn't have paid that kind of fee for him that I mentioned. So yeah, that's another interesting addition. I've seen a few highlights of him now. Look, I say this all the time, especially with the players that we signed this off season. Who come in from abroad. You can't really base a whole load off highlights on YouTube. Any player can look good from that, but he looks like a very strong defender. Good pace, not afraid to do a tackle. So I think he'll be a very welcome addition to get him on loan for the season as well as good. Not because I know most of the lads we've signed on loan. Are only here till summer, like Nails and the other guy we'll be talking about in a bit. But yeah. Look, I think it's a good addition. He comes with a good pedigree. Former USA underage international. So yeah, we'll see what he brings. So on to the other defender we signed on loan, and that is Luke Matheson from Bolton until the end of June. I think he's a fullback, and I think a lot of people might remember this guy actually. This is when I first saw it. We signed him. I remember I think when he was 16, when he was playing at Rochdale in the UK, he scored against Man United at Old Trafford in the League Cup. And he was a player that I think a lot of people were talking about having, being a real sort of future star, I suppose, coming through in the UK. But he never really got going. I think he went to Wolves after that, and he had a few loans, and then I think they let him go for nothing there last summer. So he'll be looking to get his career back on track. And he got a move to Bolton, and obviously they feel that him coming to Bohs now is the best move for him for to get some minutes. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. And then this is what Devine had to say anyway. Luke is a smashing young player, and we are delighted to bring him to the club. He is very enthusiastic and is really looking forward to getting started with us. He's only 21 years of age and already played a lot of first team football in League One and League Two in England and the Scottish Championship. He's very highly rated at Bolton and only recently signed a new contract there. He's light and quick and flexible in where he can play. He can play at a full back position or as a wing back, and seriously strengthens our defensive options. And yeah, I think this is one of the ones that I think caught a lot of people's attention. He was very highly rated at one point when he was young, but he still is young. Of course, he's only 21, but he was when he was 16, 17, and scoring at Old Trafford against Man United in a League Cup game, or when you're at Rochdale, that doesn't go unnoticed. And he's obviously a player that still has ambitions of playing at a high level, and Bolton, like I said, obviously feel like him coming to us in the League of Ireland will benefit him, and look, that it's another really shrewd signing, I think. He looks like he has bags of ability. Otherwise Bolton wouldn't have snapped him up for nothing, or gave him a new contract. He's obviously a player that they rate very highly and feel like he has a future there. So yeah, that's him alongside Keita and Mills, are good defensive signings. And yeah, we'll see what comes from them anyway. The last player we signed yesterday was another centre back in Divin Isamala from St Francis in the Leinster Senior League. He was a player I know that we looked at before. I think I heard some stuff about him being in training in pre-season, and I think there was a few clubs sniffing around, maybe Rovers as well. I heard, and saying that he was wanted by a few clubs in the UK. I think he was on trial at Blackpool, Derby. I think a Championship club in the UK wanted him as well. So obviously he's very highly rated, and this seems like real cool anyway. So this is what Devine had to say about it. Devon has been a player that we have been looking at for a long time. He was with us during pre-season. We were impressed with what we saw. He's a great player with a great future ahead of him in the game. He was very close to joining an English Championship club last year, so we're delighted that he was chosen to pursue a career in the League of Ireland with Bohs. He's a big, strong lad, and I feel will be a great addition to the group and will add to the great competition we now have in defence. So yeah, obviously 20 years old, playing in the Leinster Senior League for St Francis, and he's getting that kind of attention from clubs in the UK. Obviously, that doesn't go unnoticed. He's obviously someone that. Those clubs like I mentioned, Blackpool, Derby, that were in from that, obviously they took their time on him, they did their research on him, they scouted him and felt like he was good enough to make it there. And yeah, look, I think this is a real coup for us. We believe, I've seen a lot of people say, who would know Leinster Senior League quite well, that he was a real sort of, he stood out like a sore thumb. He was really strong. He's a big physical presence. And yeah, look, I think obviously he's still young. Time will tell with him. It's gonna take him a little bit of time to settle. But I think for the future, this is a really good addition. To get him in on a permanent. Obviously, be some of the players on the senior league. I'm not saying that, but to get him in now, to at 20 years old, we've got a good history of signing players at that age in the Leinster Senior League. I think we signed Danny Grant from Usher Celtic, I believe, for it might have been Usher Celtic, might be wrong on that, I don't know, but he obviously signed him for the Leinster Senior League, and we all know how he turned out to be. So, yeah, this is another really exciting addition, I think. And look, that's obviously the squad complete for the 2024 season. Look, a couple of lads have come in on loan who will probably only be here till the summer in Matheson and Mills, but. You're looking at a squad of 27 now. James Akintunde, Keith Buckley, Cian Byrne, Casper Sharaska, James Clark, Dylan Conley, Rob Cornwall, Luke Dennison, Jordan Flores, Danny Grant, Divin Isamala, Abubakar Keita, Paddy Kirk, Bartholomew Kukalowitz, Michael Elander, Luke Matheson, Brian McManus, James McManus, Declan McDade, Adam McDonald, Martin Miller, Jevon Mills, Nick Snockerson, and Philip Piszczek, Sten Royncar, Dale Rooney, and James Todd. But that's a good squad. I think 27 players. We've got a competitive team now after lacking the numbers for the majority of pre-season. And look, I think we've done well this transfer window just based off how it ended. Look, obviously it's not ideal that it came late. Obviously, would have preferred that we brought these players in January rather than yesterday. But look, that was the circumstances really. I think we all kind of knew that maybe later in the window things would pop up, and I think we've taken the chance there on a few lads. Mills, Matheson, players who Matheson, even though he's 21, he has a lot of experience in the UK. Same with Mills. Kate has come in from the States and he's quite highly rated there. Isamala, he's one for the future, but he already looks like a player that can be, ready to step in if needed. So yeah, look, I think overall the business we've done this off season was pretty good. Look, slow, but look, we got there in the end. We now have a competitive team. Particularly, it was really, really crucial that we bolstered the defence. We've done that now. It's even more crucial after Cornwall's injury. So, it's good now that we've added three centre halves there yesterday and a full back as well. So that's the defence sorted now. And look, let's just kick on now. We've got the squad settled. It could take a bit of time to gel. Obviously, that's the thing. That's the only sort of thing you're thinking of. But yeah, look, it's nice to have a bit of a spring in our step now, heading into a big game now later on. And yeah, look, that's where I'll end it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought about our new signings there yesterday. What do you think of the window as a whole? Was it a success? Was it a failure? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.